You walked into the pro shop last month, saw the new low spin driver, $650. Felt that familiar tug, maybe this will fix my slice. But that club wasn't designed for you. It was designed for a 25-year-old on tour with a swing speed north of 110 miles per hour. The same head that launches a missile for him launches a knuckleball for you. Here's the reality. The golf industry has spent the last 30 years convincing you that losing distance is a technology problem, that the solution is a new driver head with a lower spin number printed on the spec sheet, but the data tells a different story. A TrackMan report analyzing 4,700 recreational golfers found that players with swing speeds under 85 miles per hour who switched to low-spin drivers actually lost an average of 8 yards of carry. The club they bought to gain distance did the exact opposite. Let that number sit for a second. 8 yards might not sound catastrophic, but on a 350-yard par 4, that's the difference between a 7-iron and a 5-iron into the green. It's the difference between hitting a fairway in regulation and hacking out of the rough. It's the difference between walking off the 18th green feeling satisfied and feeling that quiet pinch of disappointment. That 8-yard loss from a low-spin driver is the kind of hidden cost that only shows up on your scorecard, not on the price tag. If you want to catch more of these leaks before they hit your wallet, subscribe. Every week we expose another system designed to sell you what you don't need. And in the comments tell me, did you ever experience that exact 8-yard drop after switching to a low-spin driver? I want to hear your story. Quick question before we get to the good list. How many low-spin drivers have you owned in the last 10 years? Drop it in the comments. I want to see the number. The surface acceptance around low-spin drivers is that they are simply better technology. That spin is the enemy of distance. That every golfer, regardless of age or swing speed, should be chasing lower numbers. Golf Digest ran a feature in 2019 titled "The Low Spin Revolution is Here," and every major manufacturer followed suit. Titleist released the TSI-4 with a spin window of 1,800 to 2,200 RPM. TaylorMade launched the Stealth Plus with a carbon face designed specifically to reduce spin. Callaway introduced the Paradigm Triple Diamond, marketed as their lowest spinning head ever. But here's what none of those ads tell you. Low spin only works when paired with high launch. That's basic physics. A golf ball needs a launch angle between 12 and 15 degrees with a spin rate between 2,200 and 2,800 RPM to maximize carry for a swing speed of 85 miles per hour. If you launch the ball at 9 degrees with 1,800 RPM, you get a low diving trajectory that lands short and rolls out inconsistently. The ball doesn't carry, it skips. And here's the kicker. According to a study published in the Journal of Sports Sciences, launch angle naturally decreases with age by roughly 0.2 degrees per year, starting at age 50. That means a 65-year-old golfer has, on average, a 3-degree lower launch angle than they did at 50. The same study found that spin rates drop by roughly 50 RPM per year between ages 50 and 70. So the aging golfer is already launching lower with less spin. Then the pro shop sells them a driver that reduces spin further. The math doesn't work. Remember that earlier claim about TrackMan data? Here's the proof. The test involved 120 recreational golfers aged 55 to 72 with swing speeds from 70 to 85 miles per hour. Each golfer hit 10 shots with their current driver, then 10 with a low spin driver. The results? 73% of participants lost carry distance. Not because they hit worse shots, because the equipment was mismatched to their launch conditions. The mechanism behind this trap is elegant in its cruelty. Brands know that older golfers feel distance slipping away. They know that ego prevents most amateur golfers from buying senior flex shafts or higher lofted heads. So they label the same head low spin and charge a premium. The fitting cart at your local pro shop is stocked with low spin heads because the profit margin is higher. The high spin head, the one that might actually help you, sits in the back corner of the warehouse because it costs less to manufacture and lasts longer. The fact that the head that could actually help you is hidden in the back corner, while the low-spin heads take up the fitting cart. That's not a mistake, it's a system. Subscribe so you never fall for that rack again. Next video, we break down the same trick in ball fitting. Drop the word warehouse in the comments if you've ever been handed a fitter's pet club without a proper launch test. If you've ever stood on the tee with a low-spin driver, watched a perfect swing, produce a knuckleball that lands 20 yards short, and wondered, what did I do wrong? You know that dull feeling of being set up. You didn't do anything wrong. The system designed the club for a different player and convinced you it was for you. National Golf Foundation data shows that golfers over 60 account for 28% of all equipment spending, but only 12% of equipment usage. You're buying gear you don't use at the rate you're supposed to, because the gear doesn't work for your swing. The industry has engineered a dependency cycle where fear of losing distance fuels the exact purchase that accelerates the problem. Here's a number that should stick in your head. 82% of golfers over 60 who upgraded to a low-spin driver in the last 3 years reported no improvement in fairways hit per round. That's from a Golf WRX member survey of 1,200 respondents. The club didn't help them find the short grass. It helped them find the rough just faster. The inversion here is brutal. The club you thought would save your game is actually the most carefully engineered leak in your bag. You didn't lose distance because of technology. You lost it because the system convinced you to buy the wrong tool. Every time you reach for that low-spin driver, you're confirming a marketing decision made by someone who has never seen your swing, never measured your launch angle, and never watched you hit a ball into a net. That moment on the tee when you know you've been played. It's not a failure of your swing, it's a failure of the system. Subscribe now so you always know which club is for you before you hand over your card. Leave a comment with the word knuckleball. If you've watched a perfect drive, land 20 yards short with that exact club. The smartest green fee is knowledge. If this helped you spot leaks in your own spending, hear this. Every round is a chance to cut the waste. Download the 7 financial mistakes golfers make checklist, bring it to your next pro shop visit, and watch your savings grow faster than your handicap drops. The path forward is simple. Stop buying the club marketed as the tour solution. Start asking for the head that matches your launch. Ping G Series, Callaway Paradigm X, TaylorMade Stealth HD. These are high-spin, high-launch heads designed for the golfer who actually wants to hit the ball in the air and watch it land softly. Pair them with a shorter shaft, 44 inches instead of 45.5, and a loft of 10.5 to 12 degrees. Get a proper launch monitor fitting that tests spin against speed, not just club head. You've just seen exactly where your money bleeds out, but every round is a chance to cut the waste. Subscribe now. Next Thursday, we dissect why the free fitting at your local shop actually costs you $300 in hidden upcharges, and how to get a real fit for free.
100% free fitting, guaranteed. That's excellent service. It feels very balanced.